Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for 11/27/2020. This is the rune Perth. Now, Perth is the rune of initiation. It is the rune of something that is hidden, something secret. It really speaks about something that is hidden within us, something that is within us that we are either holding on to and not letting go of, or something that we don't even realize is there. Now, in the same handful that popped into my hand, I also pulled my lapis lazuli ring, which always speaks for me to speaking your truth, embracing your truth, and my Picasso jasper, which I just love. That this stone, it really looks like someone like spun paint over it in a very Jackson Pollock kind of a way. And because it is called a Picasso jasper stone, it is called that because it does encourage your creativity. It does encourage those artistic pursuits. And so when I put those together with that hidden knowledge of the Perth, that all speaks to me that there is a talent within you that is hidden. So now we go to the reading and the cards, and we have this King of Swords, which speaks about taking charge in your life. And the sword cuts away those spaces in you, perhaps that are hiding some of your talents. They might be cutting away those places where you cut yourself down, where you think that you're not good enough. Perhaps you enjoy painting, but you don't ever do it because you think that it's not good. This King of Swords can step in and cut that away. Recognize that any harnessing of the heart, of the artistic talent, of a creative gift, of creativity in any way, any harnessing of that is a direct connection with the universe, with God, Gaia, divine source, whatever you like to call it. And so allowing that to flow and creating a balance with it, it really can shift the way that you exchange. Because when you create, when you are artistic in any way, even if it's through food, if it's through your voice, if it's through something on paper, or arranging things in your house, or a little Zen garden with crystals, whatever it is, whatever your creativity is, all it is allowing that divine energy to flow. It's for you. It's not for anyone else. No one else has to look at it. No one else ever has to know what it means, what it's for, why you're doing it. It creates a balance. And the thing that's in common with both of these cards, if we look closely at them, we have the star, which is always about healing, about self, and she's pouring this water in. And then the water is actually coming back and wrapping around her, right? Flowing around her. And when we look at this temperance card, we have this water that's flowing back and forth between the two containers in that same sort of an energetic exchange. The artistic pursuits are not always to create art to give to others or to look at. Sometimes it's literally just to make things flow. Although we do have on this bottom shelf, for those of you who do enjoy that, who want to share that, we have this Seven of Cups, which talks about devoting time to it, devoting energy to it, and maybe just for your own pursuits. I saw an interesting interview, and I'm a big David Lee Roth fan. I'm a big Van Halen fan. I am of an age when I remember them back, way back. So I was in high school when their biggest hits came out together as a band. And once he finished being a rock star, like in the 90s, he did a few more albums, and he's done albums. But he's always been a very esoteric person, and he's always been into a lot of different things and very into the Asian persuasion of things. He's into martial arts, and he like traveled extensively through Asia, like backpack style, not as a rock star. He took up this pursuit of art to learn this ancient type of ink drawing. And you've probably seen it. It's a Japanese style. A lot of times they create those waves, the wave pictures and stuff. He took that up just for fun, just because he wanted to, just because it allowed him to flow in that energetic space. And it took him like 3 years studying with a master to get to the point where the master said, "Okay, you've learned," But we never consider ourselves masters of our art. But he was studying with someone for years to do this, not so he could sell it, not so he could make a career out of being a Japanese line artist, just merely to access the chi, the energy within him, just so that he could allow that to flow. Now, he does share his images now on Twitter, if you want to look. They're very strange, but it's fascinating that he did that. Creating a partnership with yourself allows things to happen. Perhaps creating a partnership with a friend. It takes you to a space where the art itself becomes its own purpose. Not because you're trying to show it to someone or sell it to someone. It serves its own purpose just through the action of doing. And oftentimes that's what this perth is for. It's for cutting away the extraneous things, the extra things that we don't need in our own self, for taking away that judgment. When you create art for its own sake, you have no fear of judgment because nobody's looking at it. It doesn't make a difference. And it allows you to start to drop that need of how others see you or those expectations that others will have at you. Some people think when you draw something or write something that others should say, oh, that's great. No, it's for us to like. It's for us to do. It's for us to allow that to flow. And it can also be used to cut away that inner trauma, inner pain, to flow it out of you in a way that is productive and to give you an outlet to do that anytime that you need to. It's not necessarily an easy task, but it certainly is simple to just let things flow. And who cares what it looks like? Who cares what it becomes? To just let it flow. You are beloved, you matter, and you are so loved.